Ngayong Biyernes sa DOST Report, ating pag-uusapan ang tungkol sa niche centers in the regions for R&D Program o NICER program ng DOST. Ito'y nagbibigay ng pondo sa mga pampubliko at pribadong universidad upang makagawa ng quality research na makatutulong sa pag-unlad ng isang reyon. Bibisitahin natin ang 3 niche center para sa sektor ng fisheries, engineering at health. Makakasama natin sina Dr. Isagani P. Angeles Jr., ang project leader ng Freshwater Fisheries Center sa Isabela State University. Si Dr. Arthur Ibanez, ang project leader ng Electromobility Research and Development Center sa Cagayan State University. At si Dr. May Ann Mata, ang project leader ng University of the Philippines Mindanao Center for Applied Modeling, Data Analytics, and Bioinformatics for Decision Support Systems in Health. Alamin niya at iba pang Science for the People projects ng Department of Science and Technology. Mula mismo kay DOST Secretary Fortunato Boy de la Peña. Pagkatutukan natin yan sa DOST Report tuwing Biyernes alas 4 ng hapon sa DOST TV Facebook page at YouTube channel. Magandang agaang Pilipinas! Welcome po sa DOST TV Facebook page at YouTube channel. Ito po ang programang una sa mga napapanong balita tungkol sa agam, teknolohiya at inobasyon para sa bayan. Ito ang DOST Report. Ako po ang inyong kapatid sa Imbabawid, Oning Miranda, at kasama po natin ang kalihim ng kagawaran ng agam at teknolohiya, ang nag-iisang DOST Secretary Fortunato Boy de la Peña. Magandang agam po, Sec Boy.
Magandang araw naman, Onin. At tulad ng dati ay i-report ko ang mga highlights ng aming accomplishments sa DOST, sa mga agencies namin at sa mga regions for this week.
Mga kabayan, ano nga bang latest na balita tungkol sa agam at teknolohiya sa mga reyon at sa buong bansa? Alamin natin yan mula mismo kay Sec Boy.
Gaya nung dati ay susundan natin yung 4 na K, kalusugan, kabuhayan, kaayusan at kinabukasan. Sa kalusugan, ito ang ating mga ibabalita. Unang-una ay nagsusuporta ang DOST PCHRD ng isang study na ang layunin ay ma-utilize ang buffalo kesong puti whey byproducts. Okay? Yung buffalo ay bubalus bubalis. That will be this byproducts can be a potential source of high-value food supplement and elucidate its growth-promoting effects in stunting. Led by Dr. Gladys Cheris Completo of the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, the study will provide preliminary evidence on the benefits of buffalo milk oligosaccharide supplement as an animal-based fortifier for infant formula and complementary foods that will help in addressing stunting in Filipino children. Researchers have shown that buffalo milk is a rich source of oligosaccharides linked to improved growth in epidemiologic and animal studies. The project started in May 2021. It has been reviewed at the middle, and it is expected to be completed by April 2023 with a funding of 12.3 million provided by DOST PCHRD. The second report is coming from Picard, and they report that there will be a week-long native animals fair this April to highlight the outputs of years of R&D on native pigs, on itik pinas, and native chicken, supported by DOST Picard. There will be a week-long native animals fair, which will be conducted on April 25 to 29, 2022. Under the leadership of the Western Mindanao State University, the event will involve 3 consortia and 10 partner agencies with projects on native animals. Different engaging activities have been lined up, like a virtual presser with media practitioners on the first day, then a webinar, technology fora, virtual farm tours, book launch, semen processing and AI, artificial insemination demonstrations, processing of salted eggs and balut, and live virtual selling of native animal breeds on succeeding days. At the end of the event, it is hoped that there will be improved appreciation for native animals and more entrepreneurs encouraged to venture into their production to create more employment and increase the inventory of native pigs, ducks, and chickens. Native animals are important features of rural farming landscapes. They ensure food, provide petticas to farming households, and serve as a financial buffer during periods of uncertainties in crop production. Although often discriminated against because of their small body size, slow growth rate, and unpredictable performance, the Philippine native animals such as pigs, ducks, and chickens have the innate ability to adapt, survive, and reproduce under adverse conditions with low production inputs. Aware of their potentials, DOST Picard for almost 2 decades now have invested in projects not only to conserve these animals, but also to improve their performances as well as propagate and utilize them. The third item under kalusugan comes from our DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute. The DOST FNRI plans to collaborate with Helen Keller International for a series of projects. And so our DOST FNRI Director, Dr. Imelda Agdepa, attended a meeting with the Helen Keller International last March 22 to discuss a series of potential projects, namely screening studies, golden rice nutritional impact study. The DOST FNRI involvement in this study included a service contract and timing of analysis for the screening study, opportunity of working together on dietary assessment to launch an Index 24-based data collection option for the Philippines, and co-authorship on vitamin A deficiency paper as part of the supplement. Now, on kabuhayan, DOST has featured 10 technologies in the Dubai Forum and matching event with investors from the Middle East. To help boost businesses in the science and technology sector, the DOST showcased innovations from Filipino technology startups, businesses, and its Philippine Textile Research Institute in a business forum and matching event with investors from the Middle East last March 15, 2022. The following 10 technologies were featured, focusing on areas like artificial intelligence, smart energy management, water management, smart city development, and textiles. Now, the 10 technologies. Cropital, a credit scoring model that directly interacts with farmers and localized data provided by the community or farmers to determine the weights of different attributes in farmers' repayment. The second is AI for water management. This is an enhanced forecasting model for complex water supply systems. Okay, and this was done for the East Service area of Metro Manila. The third is Intellex, a cloud-based data analytics platform for smart energy management and electricity cost reduction. The fourth is Charm, a fast charging system that can fully charge electric tricycles in 30 minutes. The fifth is Vigormin, a wastewater treatment and odor-reducing formulation composed of naturally occurring organominerals that stimulate growth of indigenous aerobic microorganisms in wastewater and boost the degradation of organic pollutants. The sixth is RTAP. This is an advanced pressure management system that optimizes pump operation for a significant reduction in non-revenue water and power consumption. The seventh is the Axis knee system, a total knee replacement system that is designed for a wide range of sizes. The eighth is Asher, a 24/7 economical and hassle-free system that allows building managers to objectively monitor the structural integrity of buildings and bridges. The ninth is yarn and natural dye kits. This is eco-friendly yarns and colorants derived from plant materials and produced using an industry scalable technology of DOST, Philippine Textile Research Institute. And the 10th are the Philippine Tropical Fabrics. This is a patented PTRI technology for the production of natural textile fiber blended yarns using natural fibers like abaca, banana, pseudostem, and pineapple leaf. The next report on Kabuhayan is actually the report from DOST Region 1 that they have approved assistance for two firms in La Union. One is engaged in broiler chicken production and the other one is engaged in sugarcane vinegar and wine production. So the one engaged in broiler chicken production is R.A. Dumuk and Family Corporation, and the one engaged in sugarcane vinegar and wine production is Green Valley United Cooperative. Okay, so both firms are located in Nagilian, La Union. They were awarded 2.66 million Innovation Fund assistance, which has to be repaid for the R.A. Dumuk and Family Corporation. And for the Green Valley United Cooperative, they were given an assistance of 2.47 million, which has to be repaid also. Now, the next report comes from our Cordillera Administrative Region, and this is the report that our program DOSTI Forward PH, or this is the program on innovations for Filipinos working distantly from the Philippines, or our OFWs. It's a report that DOST Cordillera Administrative Region has assisted an OFW couple from Tublay, Benguet. Okay, and their startup is named Uptown Iron Works, located in Kaponga, Tublay, Benguet. And they, of course, the company was given assistance that will be needed to procure equipment that will be used in their company, such as the metal sheet bender and other fabrication tools. The firm was established by Christopher and Joanne Falcongan, both OFWs who were not able to go back to work overseas anymore due to COVID-19 pandemic. And so best wishes for this couple OFW on their new enterprise. The next report comes from DOST Region 8 when they actually launched a community empowerment through science and technology project at Biri Island, Northern Samar. This is one of the geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. And so it has been chosen by our DOST Region 8 as a beneficiary of our community empowerment through science and technology program. The assistance actually will be used for several interventions, particularly for the beneficiary members, which are actually the Solo Parents Association in Biri, Northern Samar. Okay, so the interventions will be in the form of eco-friendly septic systems, water purification system, dual drum composter, and science and technology academic and research-based openly operated kiosk stations or Starbucks. They will be implemented, okay, to empower the general community in Biri, Northern Samar. The next item on Kabuhayan comes from the DOST Industrial Technology Development Institute. They have already conducted training, virtual training on the processing of non-wheat flour from local crops. So they started last March 28 to 29. Their food processing division conducted the virtual training on the processing of non-wheat flour from local crops. There were participants coming from our DOST regional offices our food innovation centers, our state universities and colleges, and private companies. A total of 189 participants have been trained, and this is in line with the efforts of DOST to alleviate the current problem of pricing price of wheat flour and to intensify the transfer of available technologies from the national to the regional and provincial levels. The non-wheat flour sources are crops like cassava, sweet potato, mung bean, and banana. Next report on kabuhayan is a report on two balik scientists who have joined our research centers in Iloilo City, particularly the University of San Agustin. The new balik scientists who joined the research center and laboratories in Iloilo City are Dr. Julius Adam Lopez and Dr. Noel Peter Tan. For a start, Dr. Lopez will run a webinar on stereochemistry strategies in determining the absolute configuration of natural products. So welcome to our new balik scientists who chose to work in Iloilo City. Now we move over to kaayusan. And the first report item that we have here is that our DOST in Caraga has partnered with the local government unit of Libho, Dinagat Islands, as well as the Congressional District Office in that place to put up a water desalination plant for the communities that have a persistent problem on access to clean drinking water. The desalination technology is a reliable solution for freshwater supply that will benefit at least 100 households in these in the target barangays in this place. According to our DOST Caraga Director Noel Ahok, Libho will serve as a model community for the source of cleanest water in the province that will soon be replicated to other municipalities. The next report on kaayusan comes from our DOST Industrial Technology Development Institute. And this is the report that their halal R&D facility has received an international halal certificate of accreditation. Our DOST ITDI officially received its accreditation certificate from the International Halal Integrity Alliance Limited in Malaysia for the halal food R&D facility of the Food Processing Division, and this was given last March 23, 2022. The accreditation was acquired as early as last November 2021. However, the official awarding of the certificate was done only last March 23. Halal involves the principles of the Sharia law and food safety. Other than a label, halal assures that food is high quality, safe, clean, and has high nutritional value. The next report comes from Iloilo, from DOST Region 6. They have reported that a private association called Youth First Initiative Philippines Incorporated, or YFI, which is based in Region 6, is supporting digital transformation of micro, small, and medium enterprises, of course, with DOST Region 6 assistance. The Youth First Initiative Philippines continues to promote and sustain its advocacy to empower micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, through business innovations. So in partnership with DOST Region 6, YFI established another project called the Bakal Local Innovation Program. This program is focused to upgrade and maintain the Bakal Local e-commerce platform and mobile application, and to capacitate our MSMEs and startups, as well as to foster the innovation culture in the region. To date, Bakal Local has already gained 69 merchants with approximately 10 sign-ups every month. Okay, so these partner merchants are actually established local brands that ranges from the RG's Butterscotch, the Fiesta Search and Souvenirs, the Modern Ilongga, the Loco or Local Coffee, the BKNWA or Bakunawa, and then there are emerging brands like the Amion Botib Candles, the Studio Sundays creations by Apple Makali, and the Timog Silangan. So they have already signed up with Bakal Local to help them gain more popularity in the local scene. Bakal Local Sales and Marketing Officer Mary Hope Abilo says that it is crucial to maximize the advantages of technology and ensure that no one gets left behind. Through the Bakal Local Innovation Program, MSMEs and startups are guaranteed an opportunity for growth through digital transformation. The next report comes from our DOST Advanced Science and Technology Institute, or DOST ASTI. And the report is that they conducted training in Socorro, Oriental Mindoro for business owners on online data monitoring using DOST ASTI's pill sensors website. So various local business owners from Socorro, Oriental Mindoro took part in the training on online weather data monitoring using the DOST ASTI's pill sensors website. This was done last March 11, and they conducted this to help them prepare and respond to extreme weather events that may affect their businesses. So basic disaster risk reduction and management knowledge, the use of DOST P-Box and apps, and the use of the DOST ASTI developed website, field sensors, were the subject of training, okay, for the merchants or businessmen in Socorro, Oriental, Mindoro. DOST has already developed hydromet devices that have been installed in the province, including automated rain gauges, water level monitoring stations, and automated weather stations. So our business owners in the municipality were taught on the use of this monitoring equipment. In addition, the use of DOST P-Box Hazard Hunter PH was also introduced to the group. The next report, still on kaayusan, comes from our DOST Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS. They report that they have conducted a webinar workshop entitled Communicating Geohazard Information and Proper Response for Media and Government Information Officers. This was done last March 25, 2022. The webinar workshop was entitled PHIVOLCS InfoPress, Communicating Geohazard Information and Proper Response, was done via Zoom. The purpose of the seminar was to orient the media practitioners and public information officers with essential volcano, earthquake, and tsunami information, and to clarify commonly misused terms in news reporting and popular writing. This is to ensure the accuracy and consistency of the messages being relayed to the public and to promote effective science and risk communication. The Chief Science Research Specialist of the Geologic Disaster Awareness and Preparedness Division, in the person of Dr. Maria Mylene Villegas, discussed how to communicate geohazard information. The next report is on kinabukasan. Our DOST Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technologies R&D showcased new R&D projects that they have approved to aid the Philippines in the recovery and in the new normal. Okay, so the projects that have been launched by PShared, okay, this year actually included a total of 238 projects with a total funding of more than 1.7 billion pesos. And at least 100 of these projects will be showcased this year. Now, kicking off the first 10 webinars, okay, or the first 10 projects, the first CBOL on March 15, 2022, focused on the following technologies with applications in health, governance, education, and human security. CBOL is the name of their program in terms of disseminating this information on R&D. The first is the AeroComp technology. This is an enhanced lightweight fiber reinforced composite structure for defense applications. And this is from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Department of Mining, Metallurgy, and Materials Engineering. The next one is the development of a platform for short-range, heavy payload, multi-mission unmanned aircraft system. And this is with the Holy Angel University in Angeles, Pampanga. The proposal aims to develop, or the project aims to develop, an unmanned aircraft system specializing in the transport of essential goods and supplies for emergency situations and in far-flung areas. The third that was launched by PSHERD is the development and institutionalization of the DOST Foresight Framework and Protocol. And this is actually being done by the Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources R&D of the DOST, or DOST PICARD. The project aims to institutionalize a foresight framework protocol that would monitor and strategize incoming trends in science and emerging technologies. The next technology or project that they have launched is the establishment of an artificial intelligence research center for community development, and this is based in Camarines Sur Polytechnic College. Okay, the short name is AIRCode, and it seeks to establish an artificial intelligence research laboratory where artificial intelligence enthusiasts, faculty, and students can study and research about deep learning, computer vision, and others. The next project under this is the establishment of the Mindanao Natural Language Processing Research and Development Laboratory, and this is based at the University of the Immaculate Conception in Davao. This proposed research facility aims to be the library of endangered languages in the Minaawan region. The project is centered on the production of ethnographies of indigenous peoples of the Philippines whose languages are slowly dying out of fear of discrimination. The next project is the Project Auto Labs. This is an RFID-based automated equipment borrowing and management system with mobile app reservation for school laboratories. And this is done by Adamson University. It is an automated logistics management system designed for the school setting. And the next one is the establishment of an Internet of Things IoT Research Laboratory and Training Center at the University of Perpetual Health System. This research laboratory will focus on the Internet of Things, which can provide the environment needed to stimulate the implementation of IoT. And lastly, the proposed installation of the automated guideway transit at the Bataan Peninsula State University main campus. This will be used as a laboratory facility of their proposed railway engineering program, as well as the existing engineering programs at the Bataan Peninsula State University. This aims to run and operate the DOST-donated automated guideway transit coaches inside the BPSU campus, and it will also serve as a laboratory for the proposed railway engineering program. Now, this exercise of PSHERD CBOL is the annual showcase of Filipino ingenuity and creativity in science and technology as they present their innovations through a series of webinars hosted by DOST PSHERD. In 2011, 11 CBOL webinars were held showcasing 149 research projects but by our local scientists and researchers, and attended by 2,686 participants via Zoom. Now, DOST and PCCI, or the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, has signed a memorandum of understanding on innovation promotion and support. The DOST and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry signed a memorandum of understanding last March 21, 2022, signifying their partnership for national development. The joint endeavor aims to steer the economy through innovation by providing technical and financial assistance to foster science-based and globally competitive industries. DOST TAPIS Investment and Business Operations Division and Corporate Communication Unit, in coordination with the DOST Office of the Assistant Secretary for Human Resource Management, Management Services, and Special Concerns, facilitated the signing of the MOU. The next report comes from our DOST Calabarzon. This is good news. They were awarded with the Philippine Quality Award Level 2. So they celebrated its acceptance during the virtual 24th Philippine Quality Award conferment cycle held last March 23. Attorney Engelbert Caronan Jr., President of the Development Academy of the Philippines, presented the award. President Rodrigo Duterte, DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez, and DTI Undersecretary for Competitiveness and Innovation, Rafaelita Aldaba, also congratulated the 2021 PQA awardees and expressed their support to PQA's advocacy in promoting performance excellence and global competitiveness among agencies. Now, another report comes from our DOST Region 1 that they have given recognition to the local chief executives in 6 Pangasinan LGUs as Science, Technology, and Innovation Champions. DOST Region 1 recognized the local chief executives of 6 pilot local government units in the province of Pangasinan as Science, Technology, and Innovation Champions. For the DOST's Innovation, Science, and Technology for Accelerating Regional Technology-Based Development, or iStart. This was a program that was held last March 10, 2022 at the Season Auditorium in the Pangasinan Provincial Capital in Lingayen. The following are the 6 local chief executives who were recognized for their commitment and support to our iStart program. And I will also read the name of their town. Mayor Liseldo Calugay of Sual, Mayor Priscilla Espino of Bugalyon, Mayor Noel Anthony Jeslani of Malasiki, Mayor Constante Agbayani of San Fabian, Mayor Jojo Callejo of Alcala, and Mayor Maria Teresa Peralta of Malungao. DOST Undersecretary for Regional Operations Sancho Maborang and DOST Region 1 Director Armand Ganal conveyed their deep appreciation to them for their cooperation in the implementation of the activities of the iStart program. The next report comes from DOST Region 2, and the report is that they have partnered with the Isabela State University and the Cauayan City Local Government Unit in launching the first United Sustainable Development Goal Center, or SDG Goal Center, to lead in formulating and implementing SDG approaches towards sustainability. As part of its SNT initiatives in Cagayan Valley, DOST Region 2, together with Cauayan City LGU and Isabela State University, launched this last March 25. And actually, the center will take the lead in formulating, implementing, and monitoring sustainable development goal approaches towards sustainability. It will also serve as a venue for multidisciplinary research related to SDGs at the global, national, and local scale. This will also be a place where startups that are engaged, in activities or businesses related to the SDGs attainment, will be incubated in that place. And finally, we have the last item, still on kinabukasan. Our DOST Region 11 in Davao reported that they have partnered with SM Prime in showcasing sustainability and resiliency programs through a mall exhibit. So to promote sustainability and resiliency, SM Prime Holdings, in partnership with the DOST Region 11, launched an exhibit last February 24, 2022 at SM City Davao, Ecoland, Davao City. Dubbed as Connecting Today to Tomorrow, the exhibit featured DOST's initiatives such as disaster relief goods, hazard and risk assessment tools, and disaster risk reduction monitoring and warning systems. In his speech during the launching, our Regional Director for Region 11, Dr. Tony Sales, highlighted the flagship programs of DOST 11, in addition to the projects and programs that were deployed, as solutions in building smart and resilient SMEs, and communities. So that would be all for our report this week. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng ating taga-subaybay.
Maraming salamat po, Sec Boy. Natunghen po ninyong kabuuan ng DOST updates para sa nagdaang linggo. May namiss ka ba balita? Maaari mo itong balikan Listahin lamang ang DOSTV.ph o download ang DOSTV app sa inyong Android phone para pwede ka manood anytime, anywhere. Sa aming pong pagbabalik at talakayin ng isang programang magbibigay ng pondo sa mga pampubliko at pribadong universidad upang makagawa ng quality research na makatutulong sa pag-unlad ng isang rehiyon. Ito ang niche centers in the regions for research and development. Abangan yan sa pagbabalik ng DOST Report.
Ako si Christine, Pantay Bayan dito sa CNT Mall. Ako'y babae.
Ako si Grace Vendor, babae. Ako si Sonia, isang ina, babae.
Ako po si Peña, street sweeper, babae.
Ako si Rosalie, estudyante, babae. Ako si Angelica, empleyado, babae.
Ako po si Jel Miranda, television host. Babae ako, hindi babae lang.
Ako si Annabel V. Briones, Director ng DOST Industrial Technology Development Institute. Babae ako, hindi babae lang.
Ako si Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary for Research and Development ng Department of Science and Technology. Babae ako,
Hindi babae lang.
Kayo po'y nanonood ng DOST Report, ang programang una sa mga napapanong balita tungkol sa agam, teknolohiya at inobasyon para sa bayan. Para sa buwan ng Abril, ating pag-uusapan ng mga proyekto sa ilalim ng Science for Change Program ng DOST na may layuning maitaas ang antas ng agam at teknolohiya sa buong bansa sa pamamagitan niyan ng mamahagi ng pondo sa lahat ng rehiyon at bigyan ng kakulang pagkakataon ang ating mga researchers sa lahat ng sulok ng bansa. Ang apat na component ng Science for Change Program ay ang niche centers in the regions for R&D Program o NICER, R&D Leadership o R&D Lead Program, Business Innovation through S&T for Industry o ang BIST, at ang Collaborative Research and Development to Leverage Philippine Economy Program o CRADLE.
At ngayong araw na ito ay uunahin natin ang pagtalakay tungkol sa tinatawag nating niche R&D centers for the region o yung tinatawag naming NICER centers. No? Ang mga NICER centers ay isinulong ng DOST sa pamamagitan ng Science for Change Program nang sa ganoon ay magkaroon ng mga research centers sa ating iba't ibang rehiyon na makakatugon sa mga pangangailangan ng rehiyon at in general sa ating bansa na rin. Kaya yun only ng ating topic today.
Tama po, Sekboy, 3 niche centers ang ating inimbitahan para ibahagi ang kanilang mga gawain at tutukoy natin kung ano po magiging impact ito sa ating bayan. Makasama natin sina Dr. Isagani P. Angeles Jr., ang project leader ng Freshwater Fisheries Center or FFC sa Isabela State University. Si Dr. Arthur Ibanez, ang project leader ng Electromobility Research and Development Center sa Cagayan State University. At si Dr. May Ann Mata, ang project leader ng University of the Philippines, UP Mindanao Center for Applied Modeling, Data Analytics, and Bioinformatics for Decision Support Systems in Health. Magandang araw po sa inyo.
Unahin na nating alamin ang tungkol sa Freshwater Fisheries Center. Ito ay nasa Isabela State University at kamakailan lamang ay naroon ako. Makakasama natin ngayon si Dr. Isagani Angeles. Magandang araw sa iyo, Dr. Isagani.
Magandang araw po, Secretary Boy, kay Sir Onin at sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon sa DOST Report.
Dr. Angeles, para saan po ba ang Freshwater Fisheries Center At ano ang concern na nais batagunan ng R&D Center?
Actually po, ang Cagayan Valley po kasi ay may mataas na potensyal sa pag-unlad sa larangan ng pangisdaan. Kasi nandito po ang Cagayan River, kung saan isa sa mga majority ng kabuhayan ay pangingisda. Sa katunayan, dahil sa lawak nito, dito makikita ang mga pinakamahal na isda sa Pilipinas tulad ng dodong at freshwater eel. Ito po'y tinatawag nating igat sa Tagalog. Sa igat po, layunin ng Freshwater Fishery Center na palakasin ang resistensya laban sa mga bacterial infection para mapahusay ang pagpapalaki. Pinag-aaralan din namin yung magiging epektibo at alternatibong pagkain at estratehiya na nakatutulong sa paglago ng industriya ng igat. Mayroon din tayong bagong na programa. Ito po yung Nursery of Eel Enhancement and Development or yung NEED program. Kasama po natin dito ang University of the Philippines, Visayas at Mariano Marcos State University. Ang NEED program po ay naglalayo na mapahusay pa ang pamamahala sa pagpapalaki mula glass eels hanggang kuroko size o ito po yung tinatawag natin na nursery rearing.
Alam mo, Onin, marinig ko pa lang yung igat, para akong natatakam na at napakasarap na pagkain na yan. Sino, Dr. Isagani, ang primary beneficiaries natin dito sa mga ginagawa nating R&D tungkol sa freshwater fisheries?
Yes po, Secboy. Ang pagkakatatagpo ng Freshwater Fishery Center ay nakakatulong hindi lamang po sa mga fish farmers natin, kundi sa industriya ng pangisdaan sa kabuuan. Bali, nagbibigay po tayo ng serbisyo, hindi lang sa Region 2, kundi maging sa mga rehiyon na may aktibidad kaugnay sa igat. Actually po, pinangunahan din ng Freshwater Fishery Center ang pag-organisa o pagbuo sa Cagayan Valley Aquaculture Producers Cooperative. Ito po yung SIBAC po. Ito po yung unang kooperatiba na may direktang kaugnayan sa aquaculture na naglalayong paunlarin ang industriya ng pangisdaan sa rehiyon, partikular na po sa industriya ng igat at iba pang freshwater fishes.
Ano po ang may babahagi po ninyong isang halimbawa ng significant accomplishment ng Freshwater Fishery Center?
So pinag-aralan po ng Freshwater Fishery Center ang pagdagdag ng extract mula sa asola at kangkong upang pakain sa igat, upang suriin ang epekto nito sa kalusugan ng mga igat bilang mura at alternatibong pandagdag sa paggawa ng pakain para sa mga igat. Isa sa mga output ng proyekto yung nabanggit nga po natin, yung pagtatatag ng aquaculture cooperative. Ang kooperatiba nito ay naging posible sa pamamagitan ng inisyatiba ng Freshwater Fishery Center. Ang kooperatiba po ngayon ay meron ng 16 membro. Bali sa pamamagitan po ng mga pagsasanay o yung training at sa patuloy na tulong technical ng Freshwater Fishery Center, nagiging mas kumpiyansa ang mga trainees na lumusong sa pag-aalaga ng igat at iba pang freshwater fishes. Ang mga nagsasanay po ay tinutulungan din ng Freshwater Fishery Center upang makakuha ng mga grant or loan po sa iba't ibang institusyon na nagpopondo.
Dr. Isagani, nalaman ko na dito sa inyong ginagawang research na ito, nakakatulong din kayo dun sa ating mga indigenous people near the area, no? Pwede mo siguro i-share kung paano sila natutulungan. At pangalawa, paano naman nakakatulong itong niche, itong NICER Center na ito sa inyong universidad?
Bali po sa indigenous people po, binibigyan po natin sila ng kabuhayan kapag binibigyan po natin sila ng involvement sa pagkuha po ng ludong at saka po ng igat. Para naman po sa university po namin, malaking tulong po ang naibahagi ng NICER program sa ISU, partikular na po sa Institute of Fisheries kung saan nakailalim ang Freshwater Fishery Center. Sa tulong po ng NICER program, matagumpay na na-renovate po yung gusali ng Freshwater Fishery Center, naiayos din po yung mga pasilidad at napagkalooban po kami ng karagdagang equipment. Bahagi nga po ng pangmatagalang epekto ng paglalagay ng mga laboratory rooms ay ang pagkakaroon ng espasyo po para sa mga mananaliksik na palawigin pa o tuklasin ang mga bagong pag-aaral kaugnay po sa freshwater fisheries. Yung mga kagamitan po na to at saka pasilidad ng center na nakuha sa pamamagitan ng NICER program ay nagagamit po ng mga mag-aaral natin dito sa ISU at iba pang mga researchers na nagsasagawa po ng mga pagsasanay at pananaliksik at mga aktibidad po patungkol sa extension services ng ISU. Kaya labis-labis po ang pagpapasalamat namin sa DOST, lalo na kay Secretary Boy de la Peña, kay Yusek Rowena Guevara, at kay Sir Reynaldo Ibora ng DOST Picard sa pagtulong at patuloy po na pagsuporta sa Freshwater Fishery Center.
Muli, marami po salamat Dr. Isagani Angeles Jr. Dumako naman po tayo sa susunod na Niche Center, ang Electromobility Research and Development Center. At para ibahagi ito sa atin, makasama po natin ang project leader nito na si Dr. Arthur Ibanez. Magandang araw po, Dr. Ibanez.
Magandang araw, Sir Oni. At gusto kong batiin si Sec Boy at iba pang mga kasamahan natin ngayong araw.
Oo, napaka-relevant ng ginagawang research ng Electromobility R&D Center dito sa Cagayan State University. Actually, nagsimula lang yan sa kanilang interest sa e-tricycle, e-trike, ano? At ito ay lumaki na ang scope ng kanilang research. Maaari mo bang ibahagi, Dr. Ibanez, sa ating mga sumusubaybay sa atin, kung para saan ba yung Electromobility R&D Center at ano ang concern na nais matugunan ng R&D Center na iyan? Dr. Ibanez.
Una sa lahat, Sec Boy, maraming salamat sa nagawa nyo para sa Cagayan State University at lalong-lalo na itong E-Mobility Research and Development Center. Ang nicer ng E-Mobility Research and Development Center ay may pangunahing layunin na lalong palawigin ang industriya ng electric vehicle sa ating bansa upang makagawa po ng cost-effective at mga sasakyang matipid sa enerhiya. Ang paggawa po ng very efficient at medyo murang e-trike ay makakatulong sa gobyerno na hikayatin ang mga tao na lumipat sa mga electric tricycle, lalong-lalo na po sa nararanasan natin ngayon na kahirapan, lalong-lalo na ang tumataas na presyo ng gasolina. Ang pagkakaroon ng mas mataas na pangangailangan para sa mga electric vehicle ay hihikayat sa mga namumuhunan para lalong mapatatag ang ating local na industriya sa ating lugar. Ang pagpapalit po ng mga conventional tricycles tungo sa mga e-tricycles ay makakabawas din sa pagkonsumo ng fossil fuels at carbon dioxide emissions na maaaring makatulong sa pagtaas ng 30% na kita na nagmumula po sa operasyon ng e-trike kasi po mas mura na po tayong konsumo ng kuryente at mas madami po ang ating pasahero sa e-trike.
Dr. Ibanez, sino po ang primary beneficiaries na nais matulungan ng mga pananaliksik na ginagawa sa Electromobility Research and Development Center?
Okay, maraming salamat sa tanong, Sir Oni. Ito po yung para sa mga driver. Ang paggamit ng mga electric tricycle kaysa sa conventional ay makakatulong sa potential na pagtaas ng kita. Kagaya po ng study na ginawa natin, ang paggamit po ng e-trike kumpara po sa conventional tricycle ay mas maliit po ang gastos natin sa e-trike, pero tataas naman po yung kita natin. Sa hinaharap, ang paggamit ng e-trike ay magkakaroon din ng partnership kasama po ang mga local fabricators. Ibig sabihin po, magkakaroon po tayo ng job generation. Ang mga local na trabahador dito, mabibigyan din ng tsansa na maging kasama natin sa pag-fabricate ng mga different parts ng mga e-trikes. Ito po'y open sa mga local fabricators na gusto pong makipag-partner sa atin. At tungo rin po sa malinis at maunlad na bansa, ang electric tricycle ay malaking tulong sa pagtanggal po ng carbon dioxide. Pwede ka bang magbanggit, Dr. Arthur, ng isang
accomplishment na nagawa na ng inyong e-mobility R&D Center. At ang malawa kong tanong ay pagkaraan ng e-trike ay ano na ang inyong gagawing susunod?
Sa kasalukuyan po ay may 3 proyekto sa ilalim ng programang ito. Ang una pong proyekto ay ang pinamagatang design, development, and the fabrication of different parts and assembly, production and deployment of e-trike and viability. Ito po ay teknolohiya. Nagagamit din po tayo ng bagong produkto ng ITDI. Ito po yung abaca fiber. Nagkaroon na po ng TLA between yung ITDI at Cagayan State University. At sa paggawa po ng cowl o yung shell ng e-trike, ang gagamitin po natin ay yung abaca fiber. Galing po ito sa local na raw material sa atin. Ang pagdedesenyo po ay ginawa na rin natin locally para mas mapagaan yung bigat ng ating e-trike tsaka po yung sinatawag nating shell. Ito rin po ay ginagawa natin para lalong ma-improve o mapaganda po yung mga mechanical, electrical tsaka electronic parts. Yun po yung project 1. Yun pong project 2, ito po ay partnership natin sa UP Diliman. Sila po yung may hawak at ang kahalagan po ng proyekto ito rin po ay ang pag-localize ng disenyo, paggawa at pag-assemble ng mga electrical at electronic parts ng e-trike. Lalong-lalo na po yung sa baterya na ginagamitan po natin ng yung makabagong baterya at UP po, UP Group ang natasang gagawa nito. Napakaganda po ang partnership natin sa kanila kasi ito rin po ay meron ng fast charging. Kasi po yung conventional na paggamit ng e-trike, pag mag-charge po tayo, aabutin po tayo ng 8 hours. Pero sa proyekto po ng UP at CSU, under Project 2, meron na rin po itong fast charging. Ibig sabihin, ang pag-charge ay nagtatagal na lang ng 45 minutes to 1 hour. Yun naman pong pangatlo na parte ng program na ito, yun po yung conversion ng mga traditional na tricycles para maging e-trike. Meron pa tayong conversion kit na yung ordinaryong motor na tumakbo sa gasolina, tatanggalin po lahat ng mga partes na yan at meron po tayong ilalagay na conversion kit. Tsaka baterya po na nandun sa mga sidecar.
Para po sa inyo, Dr. Ibanez, paano nakatutulong ang NICER program sa inyo pong university?
Napakalaking tulong po ito sa Cagayan State University. Kasi po napakaraming programa ang Cagayan State University. At sa larangan po ng academic affairs, ang EMRDC ay magsisilbi bilang isang center na pwedeng gamitin para sa mga on-the-job training na ating mga estudyante para hindi na po sila lalabas. Kasi po itong E-Mobility Research and Development Center ang nag-iisa sa buong Pilipinas at napakaswerte po ang ating faculty at mga estudyante kasi nandito mismo kung saan dinesign at ipafabricate ang e-trike. At ang maganda rin po dito, inapprove na rin po ng Board of Regents ang request ng Cagayan State University Carig Campus para po magkaroon tayo o mag-offer po tayo ng Electromobility Degree Program. Ito po isang programa, isang kurso para po masuportahan ang pangangailangan sa paggawa po ng mga e-trikes. Pangatlo po, ito po ay isang center na patungo rin po sa Egypt at IBAS. At ang pang-apat ay makakatulong ito sa universidad sa pagbuo ng hanap buhay. Kasi po, habang dumarami po ang gagawing e-trikes, dadami rin po ang magkakaroon ng trabaho. Ibig sabihin, para bang tayo po yung nag-generate ng job opportunities para po sa mga taga-Tuguegarao o kaya taga-Cagayan o kaya buong Region 2. At kung ang e-trike project na ito po ay madadala na sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas, ibig sabihin magkakaroon din po ng maraming trabaho sa buong Pilipinas in relation to e-trike assembly.
Muli, maraming pong salamat, Dr. Arthur Ibanez. Tumako naman po tayo sa susunod na niche center, ang University of the Philippines Mindanao Center for Applied Modeling, Data Analytics, and Bioinformatics for Decision Support Systems in Health. Makakasama natin ngayon si Dr. May Ann Mata, ang project leader nito. Magandang araw po, Dr. Mata.
Good afternoon, Sir Onin. Good afternoon po, Secretary Boy, at sa lahat ng nanonood ngayon. Good afternoon.
Alam mo, ako'y tuwan-tuwa dito dahil alam ninyo ako'y naging bahagi rin ng UP Mindanao. No, ito ay itayo way back in 1995. Kami yung committee na nag-aral para i-recommenda na itayo ang UP Mindanao noong 1994 pa. At ngayon ay nakita ko na very active na ang UP Mindanao sa research and development. At isa nga dito ay itong research nila na may kinalaman sa applied modeling, data analytics, and bioinformatics for decision support systems in health. Siguro pwede mo i-describe, Dr. May Ann, kung ano ang role nito at kung ano ang concern na gusto niyo i-address dito sa inyong R&D Center.
Gusto ko lang din bigyan muna ng konteksto kung paano nag-umpisa ang center. Actually, nagsimula ang center dahil sa pandemya natin ngayon. Nung nag-umpisa ang pandemic, as you can see, madaming mga initiatives na umusbong dito sa Pilipinas. For instance, yung paggawa ng mga dashboard ng COVID-19, pagtatayo ng mga testing labs, paggawa ng mga simulation and models para lang ma-predict yung trend ng COVID-19, para rin malaman natin kung nag-flatten na ba yung curve or wala. At nung panahon na yon, we found no research center in Mindanao or maybe in the Philippines na gumagawa or parang naging sentro sa paggawa ng mga analysis sa disease data. At kahit mga ganitong efforts, kung saan magpo-focusan na on deriving insights from patterns at saka mga correlations ng health-related data at different levels, katulad ng sa patient data, genomic data, epidemiological data. At saka, not only that, may mga nakikita rin kaming mga gaps, no, sa interdisciplinarity kasi nga when we do quantitative modeling study, parang tayo lang sa mga quantitative side yung masaya, so kailangan na may interdisciplinarity at saka connectivity yung mga tools na yon. So nakita namin na sayang naman itong mga data na to kung hindi na ma-maximize yung power nito at yung potential nito. So dahil sa need na magkaroon ng hub kung saan yung mga experts ay makakapag-analyze ng data para ma-manage yung risk ng pandemya, mag-propose ng mga recommendations sa mga local government units based sa mga projections ng mga cases and deaths, at saka mag-develop or mag-devise ng mga early warning tools para ma-improve ang surveillance. Dahil nakita namin ang need na yon, naisipan namin na itatag itong center. And this center will generate as a whole a decision support system that will empower decision makers.
Dr. Mata, sino po ang primary beneficiaries na nais matulungan ng mga pananaliksik na ginagawa po sa Center for Applied Modeling, Data Analytics, and Bioinformatics for Decision Support Systems in Health?
Sa ngayon, nakita namin na yung kasi gusto namin i-empower yung mga decision makers, no? So basically, ito ay mga local government units, mga public health officials. So kami yung parang nagiging computational arm nila in case na kailangan nila ng technical assistance. At sa ngayon din, nakita rin namin na yung mga students at saka mga practitioners, they are also one of our target beneficiaries kasi nagkakandak rin kami ng mga trainings, workshops, mentorship, and internship. Kasi nakita natin na ang next generation kasi kailangan na ma-orient sila kasi we believe na at least, I don't think that this is the last pandemic, well, God forbid, pero clearly it will, there will be new epidemic that can arise in the future, and we don't want the next generation, no, to stay ignorant kung paano ito. And marami na tayong mga sophisticated tools. So we're helping them. So that's for the training and the workshop side. Pero doon sa decision support system side, the local public health officials will be using that. Ito na yung ginagawa namin sa ngayon, and we're building on that as time progresses.
Alam ko naman na hindi pa masyadong matagal na nag-exist ang R&D Center, pero siguro meron ka nang pwedeng mabanggit na significant accomplishment ng inyong center.
Opo. So sa ngayon, tinutulungan namin yung local regional Department of Health offices sa pamamagitan ng pagbigay ng mga weekly situational reports. So doon sa weekly situational reports, meron kaming mga maps doon. So nakikita nila kung ano yung lugar na at risk, no, sa further spread of COVID-19. Tapos aside from that, binibigyan rin namin sila ng mga number of projected cases, deaths, recoveries, and all those other epidemiological metric. Sinusulat rin namin doon sa situational report yung extent ng spread, yung tinatawag naming time-varying reproduction number. Another accomplishment is yung mga ino-organize namin ng mga international workshop tsaka international seminar on interdisciplinary approaches in health. Marami ng mga universities all over the country ang nakapagsali sa mga workshops na ito. Nag-o-offer din kami ng mga technical assistance katulad ng nire-request sa amin ng Davao DOH, no, para lang ma-support namin yung kanilang mga statistical analysis and methods.
Sasakupin din ba nyo yung mga may kinalaman sa animal health?
Opo, actually may isang project kami kasi it's a program, no, itong NICER or AMDA-BITS Health. Isang program ito, we have one program na ang focus lang nila ay maghahanap lang sila ng potential animal reservoir for beta coronaviruses. Ano tong mga beta coronaviruses? Ito yung mga viruses or coronaviruses that can potentially evolve into another virus that can lead to new pandemic. So ang maganda sa project na to ay parang we're like acting faster. We're like acting faster than the virus bago pa siya mag-evolve. So kung makita natin kung ano yung mga potential animal reservoir ng beta coronaviruses, for instance, then makakapag plan ahead tayo kung ano yung pwede nating magawa if ever may mag-emerge na bagong pandemic or epidemic sa isang region.
Dr. Mata, para po sa inyo, paano nakatulong ang NICER program sa inyo pong universidad?
Yes, actually, I like that question. Sa totoo lang, mas nakita namin na pinalalakas ng center ang interdisciplinary research kasi typically kasi pag mathematicians, we just do our own thing. Pero ngayon, we work closely with other experts like in the area of biology and even wildlife ecology, tsaka even sa science communication. Malaking tulong ito sa Department of Mathematics, Physics, and Computer Science dahil dito ay nakapag-propose kami na gawing health resiliency hub ng UP Resilience Institute ang NICER program na ito. At aside from that, yung UP system, napansin rin itong program na to and they were able to support us, gave us funds to build a nicer infrastructure for the whole personnel. So may space na rin ang personnel, no, that are working under this program. So yeah, very, very thankful talaga kami sa opportunity na binigay ng DOST PCHRD.
Alright, maraming salamat po muli sa ating mga panauhin. Sec Boy, baka may nais po ibabatid sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Unang-una, yung aking pasasalamat kay Dr. Isagani Angeles, kay Dr. R. Ibanez, at kay Dr. Mayan Mata sa kanilang pagpapaunlak sa ating short notice na invitasyon para dito sa interview na ito regarding their niche research centers in their respective universities. Alam naman natin na sa ating bansa ay malaki ang hindi pagkakapantay-pantay. Maging ito ay sa mga rehiyon, maging ito ay sa mga probinsya, sa mga bayan, sa mga pamilya. At nakikita natin na sa science and technology ay pwede tayong makakontribute towards more inclusive and sustainable development at mabawasan ang inequality. Ano? At dito, naisipan namin sa DOST na magkaroon ng mga malalakas na R&D center sa mga rehiyon na tatalakay sa iba't ibang mga concerns. Ano? Hindi naman kailangan pare-pareho ang kanilang inaaral. Ito siyempre ay may kinalaman din sa kanilang lakas bilang isang institusyon, may kinalaman din sa mga needs ng region, may kinalaman din sa mga opportunities na makikita natin doon. At in the end naman ay para sa buong bansa ang kanilang new knowledge na ma-generate. Kaya itong aming proyekto na ito, ang napili naming ipakilala ngayong araw na ito ay ang mga universidad ng Isabela State University at Cagayan State University, both from Region 2 at ang UP Mindanao sa Davao. At ito ay nagpapakita na nakakalat na sa mga rehiyon itong ating tinatawag na mga niche R&D centers in the region. Sa ngayon ay 42 na ang natulungan naming itayong niche research centers at nakikita na namin ang mga benepisyo na nagagawa nito lalo na sa mga tao sa kanilang rehiyon. Kaya muli ang pasasalamat ko sa aming mga partners na universidad at siyempre doon sa mga nagpapatakbong mga scientists na kailangan natin sa ngayon at sa hinaharap. Maraming salamat.
Salamat po, Sec Boy, sa aming pong pagbalik sa sagutin ni Sec Boy at ng ating mga panauhin ng Tanong ng Bayan sa pagbalik po yan ng DOST Report. Media questions are in. It's time for Itanong Mo kay Sec Boy. Para po sa unang katanungan, mula kay Angie Quadra Balibay, Good News Pilipinas Online. How do you intend to pass on the learnings to specific sectors who need the R&D results?
Aktibidad po sa Freshwater Fishery Center, lagi po natin isinasama po yung pa-training po natin sa mga beneficiaries, sa mga fish farmers. Kaya maganda rin po yung pagkakatayo ng kooperatiba natin. Sila po yung prioridad natin na turuan yung mga bagong estratehiya para mas mapaunlad pa po natin ang industriya ng igat. Hindi lang po dito sa rehiyon, maging sa buong bansa po.
May mga workshops kami at mga internship programs. Actually, lately nagkaroon kami ng workshop para sa mga personnel ng SOC Surgeon, DOH. At saka ang mga workshops na binibigay namin mostly ay more on like basic and advanced research, how to do that. Tsaka yung mga basic tools on data management, yung mga ganong klaseng ways. So sa amin naman more focus kasi continuous yung ginagawa naming online internship program hindi lang siya na fixed lang sa isang, kasi di ba wala tayong face to face ngayon, so paano tayo makapag pag-internship, pero nagawa namin ng paraan yan sa center na may mga ganong klaseng programs kami.
Thank you po.
Tsaka gusto ko lang din pala i-highlight, pasensya na po, gusto ko lang din i-highlight na hindi lang restricted yung internship program namin sa mga college students. We also take mga senior high school students. Oo. Particularly from Philippine Science High School, tsaka Davao Christian High School.
Okay. Ma'am Angie, maraming salamat sa tanong mo. Yan po talaga ang direksyon ng mga research projects ng DOST. Ang technology po, i-develop sa Cagayan State University. Pag fully developed na po ito, maghahanap po tayo ng mga MSMEs o mga negosyante na willing mag-invest dito sa project. Ibig sabihin, through a technology licensing agreement, ipapasa natin sa kanila ang teknolohiya, then we capacitate them with respect to design and fabrication. Kasi yun po ang intention ng gobyerno, ang tulungan ang mga MSMEs para sila po yung magnegosyo. Hindi po ang Cagayan State University ang magnenegosyo. Tayo po ang gagawa ng design at magfafabricate sa tulong ng DOST. Pag fully blown o fully mature na talaga yung technology at pwede nang ilipat sa mga private sector, iyon po ang intention ng programa. Ibibigay ng CSU at DOST ang lahat ng pangangailangan nila, lalong-lalo na sa technical skills acquisition. Yun po.
Salamat po sa inyong pagsagot at salamat din po sa ating mga kaibigan sa media na nagpadala ng kanilang katanungan ngayong araw. Mga kapatid, salamat po muli sa inyong pagsubaybay. Mas marami pang balita mula sa mundo ng agham at teknolohiya ang ating pag-uusapan. Kaya tutok lamang kayo tuwing Biyernes, alas 4 ng hapon dito sa DOST TV Facebook page at YouTube channel. Palagi rin tumutok sa mga websites at FB pages ng ating mga ahensya ng DOST para sa latest happenings nila at mga events tungkol sa iba't ibang R&D projects at mga inobasyon. Bisitahin din ang DOST Philippines FB page para di mahuli sa mga nakalinyang ang mga activities ng DOST. Ako po si Oning Miranda. Ito ang mga balitang may kinalaman sa agham, teknolohiya at inobasyon at tinang pagbabago para sa mulad na mundo.
At ako po muli ang inyong lingkod, Secretary Fortunato de la Peña ng Department of Science and Technology na nagpapasalamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa DOST Report.